Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon in February 2022? I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle, link in the description box, creator on Patreon, patreon.com/drawingthecircle.com, because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hey, my Scorps. If you're new to the channel, a 5-card draw just means one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, in this case, a new moon to full moon in February. We'll look at those numbers, those dates in a minute. These 5 decks also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, spirit, to help you with your intentional work, your spell work, your manifestation, bringing together essentially your desires, your the physical form, action, your thoughts, your emotions, and your spirit to manifest, bring something, plant a seed at new, watch it bloom at full-ish, right? All in divine timing. That being said, let's look at this astrology. The new moon in Aquarius, Tuesday, February 1st, 12:45 a.m. That is also Imbolc, Candlemas. It's a high holy day for pagans, the second spoke in the pagan wheel of the year, midwinter. It's the beginning of a season of sorts, of a month and a half. So, you know, it's pretty good for a new moon, right? If you're going to line that up, but then you plant that seed, and we're looking at this reading to the full moon in Leo, Wednesday, February 16th, 11:56 a.m., right? So you can really, you know, manifest something around that time. 11:56 a.m., by the way, all times are Eastern. I am in New York. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs, because really a general read, 4 out of 5 cards that make sense is good. Check your other signs to get more information about what we're about to look at, or maybe another thing going on simultaneously, right? Something else that you are growing, because when do we only have one seed growing? That being said, both feet on the floor. If you can, focus on your breath. If you will, I kick off my slippers. There we go. I will do the same. I'm doing the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can help out my Scorps. You ready? Let's do this. Breathe. Find the still point. Here we go. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, what is their element of fire with the magical spell cards? What they yearn for, what they burn for, what their heart's desire, they can cast for, however they want to put that, this new to full. Healing. Healing. General enough. And it is a fire spell. Candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power. For the well-being, all harm to none. Written for a spell for you there. Healing, of course, can be anything. Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, societal, financial, right? Name it. Healing can be about anything, but it's calling upon the healing power of fire, right? Candle flame, burn this hour, bring to me your healing power, which means the power of fire. So you even got like a fire element in your element of fire. Well, is the healing what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart desires? Well, let's see. What's the fuel that feeds the fire? The element of earth. We are using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Trying to pronounce people's names correctly. This is one of 2 bookie book readings we're doing in this one. So it doesn't matter if you have the stone indicated or not. Great if you do. It's okay if you don't. Use a clear quartz. I'm sure everybody has access to clear quartz. Get a handful of sand if you got it. That's quartz too. And just enchant it, empower it, charge it, whatever you want to call it. Because the earth can also help bring this healing into physical form. And earth also represents the actions we take in the world. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth, the archangel of nature, and the archangel of Lyons. And I'm Angelo Lyons, and my parents had no idea about any of that stuff when they named me. So please leave the card in my hand for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, watching this video, receiving this reading. What is the perfect, specific as we can get it for a YouTube read, for the Scorpio, this element of earth, the fuel that feeds their fire and helps them ground and manifest their heart's desire? This new to full turquoise, which is interesting because I have two turquoise rings right here in front of me. All of the jewelry that I wear in my readings are connected to different gods and goddesses according to zodiac sign. I'm going to be teaching that stuff eventually, but you know, we were teaching the basics on the Facebook. Oh yeah, I do Facebook classes Monday nights, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights. They end up being Malpods, the podcast, but we only did number 4 debuting here on YouTube like last week at the time of this recording. And we just recorded like I think number 24, so you know they come out every 2 weeks. You got a while. So turquoise, I just find that very, very interesting to me. It is very much a stone of throat chakra stuff, right? Speaking your truth, and that's actually part of this. Speaking one's truth, clear communication, and purification. Now, who had this one? Who had this one? I know I saw this one come up recently. Oh, Virgo had this. So, maybe you got some speaking one's truth, clear communication, and purification going on here. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. A situation that is causing you concern can easily be resolved by simply expressing how you truly feel, which, you know, depending on the Scorpio, is like pulling teeth. They're covert. You're covert. You are, but I'm a Virgo. We're not exactly known for being open books either. The Virgin, our legs forever crossed, right? And really, if you look at the symbol for Scorpio and the symbol for Virgo, they're very similar. They're kind of like that M shape, but one's got a barbed wire tail on the end. You will not hurt or upset anyone by speaking the truth. In fact, speaking your truth has the opposite effect to what you think. By communicating your feelings and preferences clearly and honestly, all concerned will be relieved, which means you've probably got them guessing about how you feel and what you want. And for healing here, speaking the truth with compassion. His Holiness the Dalai Lama said, truth without compassion is brutality. It's not the easiest thing to remember when things get bottled up and then they suddenly Mount Vesuvius, or at this, dealing with the water sign, Old Faithful, comes flying out of you. At present, others are rather confused because they sense that all is not the way you are purporting it to be. Not that you're lying, you might just be withholding. And in these times, I understand that. Certain topics that are touchy, we may not want to get into it with certain people. This magical turquoise crystal will help you ease any fear you have regarding clear and true communication with either yourself or others, right? The communication that you have with yourself, you're being honest with yourself as well. Let's go to the element of air. Air exists independent of fire. Fire does not exist independent of air. He's not on this planet. Who knows what else they got going on in the universe. Big place, the universe. So what is the air that feeds the fire? The thoughts that feed or sometimes diminish the desire. But with speaking your truth and communication and purification there, this is going to be pretty key, because communication is element of air, right? There was no sound without air, though there are other ways of communicating, obviously. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the angels and the archangels of the West, the sign of Scorpio, powers of water, please, one card in clarity. Who are the healing angels, by the way, waiting in the wings with their wings poised to swoop in and help the Scorpio collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign heal with this healing they want in their element of fire that requires a lot of rhyming going on, that requires that they speak their truth, clear communication, and there will be a purification as a result of that. And that may not be getting rid of people. It might be like clearing the air. So please, the Gabrielites, the angels of water, the archangels of water, please, what's your healing with the angels oracle? Wow, you guys are flip-flopping all over the place, which does indicate sometimes that there's a little back and forth going on here. So please, who are the healing angels that they need to call upon? Angels don't intervene. They must be called, invoked, invited in for them. This, wow. Please leave the right card in my hand. For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, the air to stoke the fire and manifest their heart's desire. Manifestation. Healing angel of manifestation. So there is really something about bringing things into form. Now, there is certainly a way of looking at that. You manifest thought. You manifest emotion, right? You think a thought long enough, it has sometimes an instantaneous emotional thing to it, right? Depending on the thought. And then the body replicates chemicals, the hypothalamus, and, you know, so the stress hormones and joy hormones, right? Cortisol, endorphin, all that. So we're always manifesting. But what would the healing angels of manifestation do, particularly in the level of air? Heal the way you're thinking about this. Maybe looking at this in a different way that waxes you in some way. Wax on rather than wax off. So that there really is clear, open, honest communication here, but manifesting that in a healing way. Now, healing isn't always painless. In fact, when is it ever completely painless? Right? There's got to be something to heal, right? That hurts in some way usually. So physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, all of this, again, still such a general read. It's still, this seems to be your card of leverage. This is what you can do something about. Even if it's just communicating your needs to yourself, whatever that is, right? The rite of confession, do it in prayer, right? Meditation. But then, if there are other people involved, are you withholding pieces of the puzzle so that they can't function, right? It's tricky nowadays. I completely am aware of that. Whispers of Love Oracle, the element of water. This is your element. Let's see what hits the table. The voices of the higher selves, of all involved, not just you. Definitely there are other people and if there aren't other people involved here, then this is really between, I feel like, you and the divine. Let's see what the higher self says. Please take a nice deep breath. So I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Scorpio collective? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, I'm watching this video, receiving this, reading the piece of information, inspiration, insight they need on the emotional level of this, the heart stuff, right? So for this element of fire, healing, turquoise, clear communication, purification, speaking the truth in their element of earth, with manifestation angels helping them heal how they manifest this communication. Certainly. What have you got for them, please? For the Scorpios, this new twofold. Appreciate this moment. Oh, no, I think I get that. Appreciate this moment. Each and every situation has an opportunity to grow and find love, and that's a waxing moon thing. So you're growing emotionally as a result of this. Maybe kind of dealing with the feelings that are inside, how you really feel. Look, I know we don't want to hurt other people's feelings, and that's a brilliant move, right? Particularly if you're an empath, and I just don't mean societally what people call empaths. I mean an energy thing. You're feeling other people's emotions in your own cell tissue. I grew up like that, thought it was me, wasn't, but also made me a people pleaser, which means I wouldn't, we learn this when we're kids, we learn this from people. It's like, I can feel you're upset and it's making me uncomfortable, so I'm going to people please so that you feel better, so I feel better. It's still manipulation, right? You know, no matter how well-meaning it is. And it, of course, is a foundation for codependence, right? Only you have to feel good about your choices. So appreciate this moment. You're getting the opportunity to heal something here. And remember, that turquoise card does say, this is not going to hurt people. Well, it may jar them, but I think it's going to clear the air and really purify some stuff here. I mean, particularly what we're going through on planet Earth. How dare we expect, oh, I said this in the Virgo read, how dare we expect politicians and others in our lives to be truthful and honest if we're not? That's not fair. It's just not. It's not fair. It doesn't work that way anyway. Not that all of a sudden everybody in the world is going to start speaking their honest truth, but you got to admit, people are getting their voices heard. But are they speaking the truth? Womp womp. Come see, come saw. Last card down. Let me dig this. Appreciate this moment. You have a huge opportunity to grow and heal here. So let's get you a healing mantra card from the Macon Healing Mantra deck. The card of spirit in the fire, earth, air, water spirit to charge the thing. So get a piece of turquoise. I said this in the Virgo read, ethically sourced if you can, right? Although sometimes we just don't know on the internet or whatever. Take a piece of turquoise, cast the healing spell, call in the angels of manifestation, and appreciate this moment. Again, I don't even know what to do, but I can appreciate what's being handed to me here, and then charge it with this thing at the time of and every day for 2 weeks, a little bit here, a little bit there, but if you get guided to go for it, go for it. Please take a nice deep breath. By the way, we are mid-bomb cyclone here on Long Island, just watching right out my window. It's like, wow, pretty, pretty scary. It's a little distracting. But oddly enough, the psychic vibes in the neighborhood are wicked, wicked quiet as I call upon the Ascended Masters. And I could say soul contracts here, but I think this is way more about healing. For the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading, what is the perfect healing mantra to represent spirit in this read so that they can cast for that healing by speaking their truth, purification, and honest communication, clear communication with the healing angels of manifestation helping if they call, when they call, and that they really can appreciate this moment because this situation is an opportunity to grow and find love in all sorts of different ways, even higher love, right? Deeper love. What do you got for them? Make it specific. The perfect healing mantra for whoever is watching this new to full February 2022. Illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Personally, this is my clairvoyant mantra. It is what I use not just to open my third eye. There's another mantra in here called activating the third eye. No. This is particularly in my personal life. I don't know if you knew this, but people lie, and people say, why do people lie so much? They're afraid and they're in pain. Boom. That's it, right? You never really have to take somebody lying to you personally. However, you know the temptation to lie instead of speak the truth. So what about the truths, the things we tell ourselves that we believe are true but aren't, right? That's part of this too. I'm willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. And keep in mind, light and truth symbolically are the same thing. So illuminating the truth, even if it's just within yourself, but this is also about communicating truth. So maybe you need to kind of really see what your truth is. And I think that's what the appreciate this moment thing is kind of saying there, that regardless of the outside situation, what's going on inside of you, way more important. Here we go. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. Darn it. When the truth is illuminated, you are no longer willing to settle for opinions, but instead yearn for a direct reflection that can shift fear and apprehension into higher vibrations of acceptance. Oh, that's what that is. Instead of being, what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, that's what I feel. Of course I would feel that way. Look what I've been through, right? Powerful, regardless of what happens next, right? No matter the consequences. In the illumination of truth, it doesn't matter how much life gets inconvenienced or disrupted. Instead, the recognition of fact versus falsehood allows you to move past the shattering of expectations to commune with the reality beyond the horizon of your ingrained ideas. In other words, our ingrained ideas. You know, we can take a lot of responsibility for them, but some of them are just programmed in at birth, you know, from ancestral patterns and family patterns and Santa Claus and, you know, the whole nine. Slept with him centuries ago, past life. Maybe is that true? Probably not, but it's funny. Big difference. So, you know, to be able to see beyond what you believe possible here, but willing to see the truth no matter the outcome, I think is balls to the wall necessary on planet Earth right now. And if we don't do it, who's gonna? This mantra is ideal for recovering from betrayal. How do you feel? Well, I feel stabbed in the fucking back. Healing abandonment. I feel lost and alone, like Anna Karenina, lost in the woods. And dealing with distrust. I don't know if I should even trust you people with how I feel. Scorpio. 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 This makes sense. Let me put it together for you in a blessing, as I always do. This is what I'm good at, you know. Yeah, you try being an archangel in a human body. There's a shit ton of us down here, though, so you never know. You might be one. Just maybe not all from Archangel Ariel. We'll see. Please take a nice deep breath. The torch of Archangel Ariel. Nice chunk of piece of crystal jewelry here. Breathe. Remember, I have an older brother who's a Scorpio who I adore. And many friends, many Scorpio friends around the world. So I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine to please bless the Scorpio collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading with all that they need this new moon to full moon, February 2022, to manifest their heart's desires, but that they are illuminating truth, that if they are willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome, then it will absolutely help them appreciate this moment. There's an opportunity for them to heal and find love in many different ways, but the healing angels of manifestation are helping them with this, but they have to ask for the help, right? That in the element of air, that they see things differently, maybe heal their ideas about manifestation in general, but then they really need to express how they feel clearly, cleanly, right? To themselves, honest communication, but also with that element of purification there, right? That there is a releasing, but also a detoxification, perhaps in there, and why wouldn't they? With their element of fire, what they're yearning for, what they're burning for, their heart's desire being healing. So, candle flame, burn this hour. Bring to them your healing power for the well-being of all, with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. It's a very underworld chic kind of read. If you ask me, underworld chic, I'm bringing it back. Yeah. So, my God, my Scorpios, what a power read. Work that mantra. And really, turquoise ain't that hard to find. Just even grab something that looks turquoise. It's fine, I'm sure. So, did you like it? Like it. Help the other Scorps find the vid. Feel like commenting? Probably you don't with those cards, but you know, if you feel it, do it. And if you want more of me on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel and hit that notification bell, because I'm putting these things out when they're done. I took myself off the treadmill, off the pressure cooker of being a YouTuber that way. And that's why I'm over on Patreon, patreon.com. Come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm giving my best over there. YouTube has become a means, not an end. So thank you so much for watching, my beloveds. If you want a private reading with me, there is a YouTube video link in the description box, booking a reading with Mal, and certainly I'm here to help. Just need a couple of days to juggle schedules as we go. Why? Because this is what I do for a living. Wishing you all the very, very best and the very, very blessed, my beloved Scorps. Hail farewell, and blessed, blessed be.